Hey everyone, in this video we shall learn 10 Linux commands which every IT engineer must know. So without wasting any time, let's begin. The first command is ls in order to list the files of your directory. You could also use ll to long list your files of the directory to see the permissions and the ownerships. You could also use ls-a to see the hidden files. And you could also use ls-ltrh, which is similar to ll. The next command is copy, which is cp. And it copies the file. Next, we have move, mv. Let me clear my screen to move on to the next set of commands. You could use mkdir to create a directory. You could use pwd to print the working directory. And you could use cd to switch to a different directory. Also, you could use cd ... to come back to your previous directory. Let me clear my screen once again in order to move on to the next set of commands. Next, we have how to read your files. So in order to read your files, you could use cat and the file name. You could run cat/etc release an asterisk to see the output of your OS. Also, you could use vim or vi to edit your files. You could use colon here and press Q to quit, WQ to write and quit. Let's clear our screen once again to move on to the next set of commands. To install a package, you could use the yum command. For example, yum install telnet-y. You could also use yum remove telnet-y to remove the package. To verify if a package exists on your system or not, you could use rpm-qa and grab the package which you want to test. As we can see, the telnet package is installed. Now, very important, we need to have clear understanding of the service-related commands. So the service-related commands are very simple. You need to type service and the name of your service, for example, Zabbix agent, and your query. You could also do systemctl status Zabbix-agent or your service name. Please note systemctl is only going to work on RHEL versions which are 7 or above. You could use systemctl enable service name in order to make sure the service is up during your boot time. On versions lesser than RHEL 7, you could use the check config command. The next command is very important in order to check the remote connectivity of a host using telnet, the IP of your remote host, and along with its port. As you can see, our server is connected through that port onto that server. You could also test your remote host using nc command. And as nc package is not installed on this machine, we are going to install it as we learned on command number 4. And we are going to test this again. And as you can see, it shows connected through the nc command as well. Let me clear my screen once again. The next command is user add command in order to create users on your machine. So as you can see, I created alpha and beta users using the user add command. I can also create groups using the group add command. I've created a group called elite. Now I can use the user mod command in order to add the user alpha or beta inside the elite group. I'll use the switch A and G, group name, and the username. Now the user alpha has been added on elite user group. You could just verify this using cat etc/group command. And you can see in elite, we have the alpha user. Now, the last command, which is very important to change the permissions of your files, you could use the chmod command in order to update the permissions of your files. For example, if you want to provide read, write, and execute permissions to your file, you could use chmod 777 and your file name. If you press LL again, you will see that it has got read, write, and execute rights now. You could use the chown command in order to change the ownerships of your file. As you can see, the ownership has been changed from root to alpha. So these were the 10 basic commands which every IT engineer must know. These commands are supremely helpful in the real world and would definitely help you in cracking any entry-level interview for a Linux admin profile. Please note, you don't have to memorize these commands, and a practice of these commands on a virtual machine is really important. If you want me to create a video on any command in detail, please let me know in the comments below. Now, before we end this video, I want to share a bonus command with you which will help in exploring any commands on the Linux terminal. And the commands are man and --help. These commands tell us in detail what we can do with the commands. For example, if I do man ls, it will tell me what all things I can do with the ls commands, along with all the switches I can use with the ls command. If you like the content, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.